Hello, this is Aviation here again with another video of mine. Today we're gonna discuss the VORs. Okay, discuss holds of the VOR. So let's say that we are tuned and ID the VOR, and our CDI needle is centered, and we are going to the VOR. Okay. Let's take a look at our heading indicator now at this point. So this is my heading indicator here, and we are heading, let's say, any heading, let's choose just 360. Okay, so we're heading 360 to bearing to VOR. So we are flying the bearing to VOR, and our heading is 360. And ATC tells us, alright, whatever, November 53825 Sierra, hold at this VOR, radial 090, expect further clearance at 10 minute at 3000. So we are saying, okay, this is 360 here, our heading, and probably 090 is definitely right up here, and then we have 270 on this side. So we are being told to hold at radial 090. Alright, so we're gonna right away. So remember, this is our heading indicator. So now I'm looking at my heading indicator, and I'm following this CDI centered, and I'm looking at the heading indicator. I'm going to draw a picture in my mind from 090 straight into the plane. And now I'm thinking about which way is it standard turns or left turns. So they didn't tell us which way to turn. Means that standard turns, which means right turns. So I'm going to picture this as like a standard right turn, okay? So that is how we just picture this, okay? And at this point, you go ahead and mark our VOR at the center of the plane here, at this point right up here. So that's our VOR, okay? And straight at a beam of that is 1 minute countdown, right? 1 minute countdown. And a little bit below that, we're gonna draw this imaginary line here. Let me draw that like with a different color for you so you can notice it a little better. So this is the line that, made it. There we go. Alright, so we draw this line, and we looking at this line like this. Let's put it this way here. There we go. And there's my other line here, straight in line, 2 indication. So 2 is 270 and from is 090. Since we entering so now we know how we are entering, right? Now we know that our entry is, if you look at this point, is direct. I hope you can see it, but let me make a different color here. Alright, so this entry becomes direct, and it's 180 degrees direct, because our plane, look at our plane, is mostly at this portion of the pizza sliced, right? So that means direct. If our entry would have been through this portion here, let's just make some other color here, I guess. At this portion, tail of the aircraft, then would have been teardrop entry, which is 70 degrees, right? This portion from here to here is 70 degrees. And if we would have been at this portion, let's get this, I don't know, girly colors here. Alright, if we would have been at this portion here, then our entry would have been what? Parallel. So this is how you plot your entry, and this is how you imagine it on the heading indicator itself. So this is going to be direct entry. So at the first thing, once you enter this, you will fly. For the direct entry, you're going to go ahead and definitely fly right away to your, let's see, different color. What color we can choose? Let's do red. See. So once you come around here, you're going to enter it this way and then hold. So that's how you're going to enter it. So for the direct entry, you have to do T's. Let's different color here. So you're going to choose 5 T's. Turn, time, sorry, my pencil doesn't work properly. Twist, turn, time, twist, talk, and throttle. Oh shoot, my pencil gone bad. Alright, so turning what? To your radial, which was 090. So you turn 3 degrees. No more than that. Ball in the cage 3 degrees to 090 heading. And then you time, you right away press the timing. So you should be 1 minute turn, doing 1 minute turn, and doing twisting. Twisting what? The OBS. So if we have radial 090, we're gonna twist to what? We're gonna twist this OBS to 270 inbound. And then talk, we say, alright, to whatever, November call sign, and then we say established on hold, at 3000 at this timing. You're gonna tell your time to, and then give it a little bit throttle, because you know that when you are banking, your vertical component left decreases and horizontal component left increases, and you have resultant of lift created here. Horizontal component left, vertical component left. So to compensate for the loss of lift, you can go ahead and give it throttle. I explained everything on that direct entry, but parallel, let's discuss parallel. Let's say we are, again, your CDI is centered, you flying to VOR, whatever VOR it is. And this is our heading indicator. Again, we're looking at our heading indicator. And we are flying 270 this time. Okay, our heading is 270, you're going to VOR. And they're telling us to hold a radial of 180, okay? So 180, let's not put 180, let's say 200. Hold a radial 200. So if we look this way, 180, 190, and 200. Okay, and so we have 200. Okay, and we're gonna draw that straight into our plane here. Let's pretend, let's say that we have the VR right in the center here. We're gonna make different colors so you can see it here. So this is the VR. So this radial coming up this way is 200. Now we're thinking about, is it right turn or left turn? So since they didn't tell us anything, this is gonna be right turn, right? And we're gonna go ahead and we gonna imagine this line here right quick, that a beam of this VOR will be right up here, where you start 1 minute outbound leg. And so we know that our portion of imaginary line here would be this way here. Let's say here's our imaginary line. Goes straight out, straight this way, and then the other one is straight this way. So at this point we know that we have already found our parallel teardrop. I'm sorry. So this is gonna be, yes, teardrop entry, and then we know our parallel entry is right up here, and we have and definitely we had a direct entry is right up here. So that's direct entry. So at this point, what we would do, let me get some brighter color here, bright green. Oh, let's bright blue. How about that? We have that. Let's do this color. I don't know. So at this point, we know our aircraft is at the parallel entry here. So that's our parallel entry. At this point, what we do, once we pass our VOR, we can go ahead and turn to heading of 200. 200 minus 180 will be 020. 020 inbound. Means inbound 020, outbound 200. So we're going to start going to our outbound leg for about 1 minute, okay? Once we hit this VOR, we can go outbound for 1 minute and then turn 275 degrees to intercept back 020 bearing inbound. Once we catch the needle, we're going to go ahead and get back to our radial here, and once we pass over the VOR, that's when we are established. That's when we say that we are established to ATC at whatever altitude and whatever timing and whatever expected further clearance time is. So we know 100% the entry now by looking at this heading indicator. Think of this as a heading indicator. Alright, so yep, definitely once you come back, then once you establish at this point, once you hit the VOR, when you came back around here, then you will do that. So you know now how to do the parallel entry too. Let's draw something else here. So we're gonna draw a nav indicator, CDI in the middle. We are bearing to VOR. And let's put it this way again. Let's put this time 180, choosing different headings here. And this is our aircraft flying to this station. So at this point, we get the ATC calling us, letting us know what radial to hold. They say November this hold a radial of let's say 230, which is 230. This VOR expects for the clearance at 3,000 at this time. So now we know that 230 should be it's 180, 190, 20, 210, 220, 230. So we know this 32230 is right up here. And that line comes straight to the center of our airplane. And what we think about this point, we think that this is the VOR. And from this point, we know that this is the right traffic. And there we go. We're going to go ahead and do the right traffic. Right? So now we know that we're doing right traffic, and from here goes right turn. So let's think about this now. Now a beam at this point here would be straight like this, right? That's the beam, right? 1 minute outbound starts from here. And if you go a little bit below this, we can draw this imaginary line this way, and then one from here all the way this way. So and there's one line here. So at this point we know 100% that we are at entry of 70-degree entry here. 70-degree entry here. And then we have 110-degree is right up here. Which we know already 100% that 70-degree would be parallel. Teardrop. And we know that 110-degree would be parallel. And then the one that we have 180-degree is coming this way. There we go. That's our 180-degree direct entry. So we are in the part of we are at this part. We are this slice of the pizza. So we are teardrop. So teardrop entry is going to be 30-degree, 35-degree offset of 230. Means in the safe zone. How to know where the safe zone is? I'm going to make it for you clear. So this is all safe zone here. Always think like that. And what is unsafe zone is this portion here. Okay? So you know the safe zone and unsafe zone at this point because I just drew it for you. So at this point, what would you do when you enter? You're going to be 30-degree offset of 230. So it'll be 195, something like that. You're going to go outbound 195 for 1 minute. Then turn inbound, turn right inbound, and then catch that needle. So at this point, you already did your 5 T's. 4 T's. The talk is not going to come in effect until you come back here. And established at this point. Make sense? So you can do turn, time, twist, throttle. And then once you establish at this point, again I'm drawing on top of this, making this bigger arrow here. When you get on top of the VOR, then you're going to do the talk because you established at that point. So inbound is very easy, teardrop is very easy. Because once you turn right, you intercept that radial inbound, which is, if you look 230 at this point, 230, and your inbound course would be minus 180, will be what? 050 probably, right? So 230 minus 180. So that would be 050. Inbound course. So that needle, and then you establish on hold. That's how you do your teardrop. All right. So stick with me here. For my next video, I'm going to show you a left turn. Left turn is the same thing. Just draw it to the left side. Like for example, actually, you know what? I'm going to quickly show you. It should be a lot easier. Then once you understand the right standard turn. So your CDR is centered, and you flying, for example, 360, make it simpler for you. Your airplane is heading, your airplane's heading is 360, and you being told hold at radio 020. So 010, 020, there's 020, and then they said do the left turn. So from there you're gonna do bring that imaginary line in your mind by looking at the heading indicator. And once you bring it here, then they said left turns, so you're gonna bring it left turns. You're gonna do left turns, right? So at this point, and then you're gonna go ahead and draw your line. For example, the beam of the point would be a beam of this PR here will be straight in here 1 minute, and then a little bit below that, if you take a look at this point here, we're gonna go like that. This line goes slicing this pizza, and then the other line is like that. I just exaggerate a little bit. Here's a line supposed to be, and then you say teardrop is this portion because 70 degrees, smallest slice, and then bigger size. The next bigger size is parallel, and then we got the big half of the pizza goes to direct, and then you are at what portion. It clearly states here. It clearly states you're at the portion of parallel. So I hope it makes sense. Keep watching my videos. You'll learn a lot of stuff, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope we learn. Yeah, and you have a blue skies and tailwinds. Bye bye.